Lesson 3. Who rules? Think about it. What kinds of governments exist? What kinds of leaders can be in charge of a country? Think about everything you've ever heard of or learned and add it to this mind map. Types of governments and leaders: monarchy, oligarchy, democracy, dictatorship, anarchy. Who rules? Under none, we have anarchy. Under one, we have monarchy and dictatorship. Under few, we have oligarchy. Under all, we have democracy. Under democracy, we have direct democracy and representative democracy. Where would you put theocracy on this chart? Theocracy can apply to any of these. Let's take a mini quiz. Do you know your forms of government? A or B? One person is in charge. The answer is A. A or B? Citizens have no rights. The answer is B. Can exist with other forms of government. The answer is B. Led by a king or queen. The answer is A. Nobody is in charge. The answer is B. Those in charge are military members who took over by force. The answer is A. Leader often shares power with other parts of the government. The answer is A. Democracy, where citizens elect others to serve in the government. Answer is B. Citizens vote to elect their leaders. The answer is B. A small group rules the country. The answer is A. People do not answer to any leader or government. The answer is B. God and religious law are the government authority. The answer is B. The group with power can be based on race or social class. The answer is B. Democracy, where citizens partake in lawmaking themselves. The answer is A. Identify that government. Switzerland. Citizens elect representatives to sit in 2 different lawmaking assemblies, but citizens also vote several times a year to decide on laws. Citizens can vote to propose their own laws or undo laws passed by their representatives. All citizens may vote directly on these laws. Forms of government: representative democracy and direct democracy. South Africa. From 1948 to 1994, official policy in South Africa gave white people all the political power. Even though the majority of South Africans were Black, non-whites could not influence government. White South Africans elected representatives to sit in a lawmaking body. Forms of government: oligarchy and representative democracy. North Korea. One man leads North Korea and controls its government. He also controls its ruling political party. The ruling party chooses candidates for an assembly and citizens vote. The candidates do not have opponents, so citizens have no choices. Forms of government. Dictatorship. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is led by a king. The king appoints a council of ministers to help govern, but there are no elections. Saudi Arabia's basic law states that the country's constitution is the Islamic holy book, the Quran, and other religious traditions. Forms of government. Monarchy and theocracy. Denmark. The people of Denmark elect representatives to sit in parliament, a lawmaking body. The Queen of Denmark heads the country, but she only has a small role in government. The government is led by a prime minister, who is appointed from among the elected representatives. Forms of government. Monarchy and representative democracy. Brazil. Brazil is led by a president who is elected by the citizens. Citizens in Brazil elect a new president every 4 years. Citizens also elect representatives to serve in 2 different legislative bodies. Forms of government. Representative democracy. True or false? A monarchy can be like a dictatorship, or it can be part of a democracy. True. A dictatorship can also be a democracy. False. A democracy can have both representative and direct characteristics at the same time. True. An oligarchy can include representative democracy. True. A government can be both a monarchy and an anarchy at the same time. False. Theocracy can coexist with monarchy. True. Theocracy can coexist with democracy. True. An oligarchy can be like a dictatorship. True. Vocabulary crossword. 3 across. Type of democracy where citizens elect leaders to represent them in government. Representative. 7 across. A small group that rules a country after taking it over by force. Junta. 9 across. One person has all the power. Autocracy. 10 across. Type of democracy where citizens are involved in day-to-day government. Direct. 1 down. Recognizes God as the ultimate authority in government and law. Theocracy. 2 down. One leader has absolute control over citizens' lives. Dictatorship. 4 down. Citizens hold the political power. Democracy. 5 down. A small group of people has all the power. Oligarchy. 6 down. People are not subject to any nation or government. Anarchy. 8 down. A king or queen rules the country. Monarchy. What next? Take the time to go back and review the lesson on your own. After your review, complete the lesson review for the lesson and submit for grading. Remember, your submission should follow all the rules for standard written English.